Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Sunny Views Schools podcast, organized by the Year 13 students. With me today are a bunch of wonderful people. So starting with...
Okay, so my name is Roy, and I thought if I join the podcast, it would be really funny. And that's it. We're going to talk about, well, you'll see what we're going to talk about. Okay, next person.
And I'm Sofia.
Hi, Sofia. Hello. My name is Youwen. Today I'll be discussing video games, namely mostly about League of Legends and Valorant with my two guests and Mr. McKean.
Hello, I'm Mr. McKean. I've been invited back for a second feature on the podcast. I must have a face for radio. That's why I have been invited back, and also certified nerd, I suppose, for this episode.
As you can see, there's a lot of people in the room with us today because lots of people are interested in this area. So in the back we have Erika. She's manning the cameras.
Hello.
Hi, Erika. So we're talking about League of Legends and Valorant gaming. We're geeking out today with games.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have two people here. So Roy likes.
Okay, so I like Valorant. I personally have 3 accounts. My peak is Diamond 3, and yeah, that's it.
Nerd. What?
What did you say?
What?
Okay.
And Sofia, you like?
I like League of Legends, and I like the game, and I also like watching the esports, and also like the music and all the other shows they have and stuff. Just like everything around it.
Well, before everything, Mr. McKean, do you even know what League of Legends is?
I do. I don't have an account. I don't play because I'm scared that I will fall into the rabbit hole and never leave and then have no more obligations in my life, because I have quite a few friends that do play, and I know that talking about the expansions and everything and all the patches and things that they add, and I'd probably get very excited by that, and it would dominate my life. So it's probably for the best that I don't play.
Well, you have a very accurate understanding of what this video game is about. Well, there's this streamer, right? He's called Dantes, and I think a lot of you viewers out there might know him. He's the guy in the tank top, and he's incredibly buff, but he plays League, so it's like kind of... Yeah, he plays a character called Hecarim, which is quite interesting. Right. Yeah, and one of his quotes was, "League is like being..." Wait, I should do the voice, right?
Yeah.
"League is like being the captain of a ship with 4 other sailors, but they're all mentally insane." But they're all mentally insane and uncooperative, to say the least. Well, I can't say the exact quote because he gives a lot of references, right? that aren't exactly friendly. As you said, League players are all mentally deranged, basically.
But then I don't know, because all my friends are in these WhatsApp groups, or in these they've created their own social group around it, right? So surely there's it's not all negative doom and gloom, nerds in dark rooms not leaving to wash and eat or just eat rubbish, right?
Can you confirm or deny this?
I think there are some good people, but I feel like the higher ranks you go, the more crazy they get.
Right.
So I think if you're you play for fun and you're just a low rank and you only play on weekends or just when you have time, then you're gonna be pretty normal, gonna be a nice person who just enjoys the game. But if this is your life and you play 12 hours a day and you're the top ranks, then you're just gonna be insane.
Wow.
What rank are you?
Bronze 1.
Nice. So basically in ranked League, right, you get the award equivalent of a high five when you win, and then you get hit by a bus when you lose. So that's why people go a bit insane, I think, because they try to grind for the wins, they're trying to grind that LP, but in the end they just keep losing, and then that's what tilts them a lot.
Yeah.
So when you get hit challenger and go to...
I'm sorry, just a quick question. They try to do the what to the what? Grind the OP. What?
So they grind LP, which is
leveling points.
So
So then basically you need.
That makes sense.
So the more you get. So I don't know about the higher ranks because I've never been there, but the low ranks is 100 LP, and then you go from bronze 4 to bronze 3, and then bronze 2, bronze 1, and then you go silver, and it goes iron, and then bronze, and then silver, gold, platinum, emerald, diamond, master, grandmaster, and then challenger.
But then how long does it take you to progress to a decent level? Is there
like a really long time, because you have this thing that's your visible rank, and then there's this hidden rank which is called MMR, and it's very confusing. Okay, even I don't understand, but like it's
Man alive.
if you play really good in the beginning, then it gives you higher MMR, so you get leveling points easier. But if you lose a lot of games, it gives you less LP, so then it makes it harder to climb. So basically you gotta win. So a lot of times pro players or like just like really good players, they make new accounts rather than playing on the same accounts, because then their MMR like restarts and they can get a high MMR and they can rank up quicker.
So this is why people don't shower, you see, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the rabbit hole I can totally see people go into, but wow.
Guys, before we continue, I think in honor of all those listeners that have no idea what you're talking about, I think we should give a little description on what each game is and the differences between, just a very, very brief, just say what Valorant is, what League of Legends is and does, what's the basic difference, and then we can continue diving into the depths of the abyss, like Mr. McKean says.
Well, Roy, would you like to go? Valorant is your game.
Yeah, I'll initiate. Okay, so in Valorant there are like 4 roles, which are controller, initiator, duelist, and sentinel. Your game objective is to plant the spike on the usually 2 sides or 3 sides, and then you need to play enough time to make the bomb explode.
So what type of game is it? Is it like a shooter?
Yeah, it is like a shooter. So you're two teams. One is the attacker, the other one is the defender. The attacker had to plant the bomb and play time until the bomb explode.
Yeah.
And then the defender needs to defuse the spike or kill the attacker before they plant the bomb. And then
Roy, Valorant is first person, right?
Yes, it is first person, because that's else it wouldn't be a competitive shooter.
Makes sense.
Cool. Right.
How about League? What is the sort of gameplay structure?
So it's a MOBA, which basically means that there's 3 lanes, and the end goal is to destroy the Nexus, which is then like deep into the enemy team's base, and you push through these lanes with minions, and there's a bunch of towers, and you just and there's also like jungle with like jungle. It's very confusing, but there's jungle camps, and there's different roles. There's like a top lane, mid lane, bot lane, support, which works with the bot lane, and a jungler, which moves around, and you basically make small leads to push these lanes to eventually be able to destroy the Nexus.
So like a huge map with lots of objectives.
Yeah.
And the end objective is the hardest one.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So it's like not first person anymore, right?
No, it's kind of bird's eye view.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, there was recently a tournament for League of Legends, right?
Yep, that's Worlds.
Yeah. Whenabouts was Worlds? Last week?
Yes, last Sunday. That was the finals.
Did you have any favorite moments, you two?
Well,
we watched it together, right?
Yeah. It was
last week.
Weibo against T1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say the match was kind of one-sided.
Yeah.
So I don't really like the match, because T1 just dominated Weibo, and there's nothing too much to watch. You just see, basically Weibo gets crushed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree, because I watched Worlds last year as well, and that was like intense. 5 games, it was really close, and there were like Baron steals with Varus Q, if anyone knows what that means, and it was like really like insane. Like it was just because Keria face checked the bush and Aatrox was in the bush, but if he didn't, then it could have gone completely differently, and that's how DRX won. But then this like.
I think we're losing our listeners.
Yeah,
by the word.
We're getting very niche here.
But,
so it's very competitive, right? Like
very competitive,
the tournaments. So and are they like toxic to each other? Like, because in game when I play, like I always get flamed for making small mistakes. So are they like nice to each other?
I think they tried to be nice to each other.
Okay, that's
because I think if you tell your teammates who you in Korea they live together, and sometimes in Europe they live together as well. So if you tell this person that you live with that they suck at the game, and that
I'm sorry, who lives together?
The pro players.
Right. Cool.
So they have these like sort of like houses where
like
they
like gaming houses.
play together. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Riot removed like a thing called the hook ping, like the the bait ping, right?
Yeah, the bait ping.
It's basically like a symbol where it's in the shape of a fishing hook. They removed that and they put a ping cooldown, like the symbol cooldown first, like to tackle toxicity in online like ranked games?
Yeah, because this ping, it had the shape of a noose, and you can imagine how people use that.
Right.
Yeah. But then in online gaming, have you guys found that there is, because it seems that like with all this knowledge you have, it's such an escape for you guys because you really know everything, you know, there is to know about these games, and it's really complex, and it's kind of, you have to jump through so many hoops. But do you think that there is a problem with toxicity like there that you guys have maybe had to experience firsthand or kind of have witnessed?
Well, for me, like I didn't really play League much until this year. So at the start, I played really bad because I was a new player, right?
Of course.
And then someone, I think it was my jungle, spamming the question mark, which symbols, which is a symbol for enemy missing. So how you are supposed to use it is that enemy is not showing on the minimap to tell your teammates to be careful.
Right.
But how you actually use it is to say that I'm fighting alone. Where are you?
Like, what are you doing?
To blame your teammates.
Right.
Well, at the start for me, it doesn't really matter. I told them that I don't understand what does the ping mean, and then someone explained to me, and they were really nice. But I suppose that if you're a long-term player, like they'll bully you for it, because like.
Is it similar in Valorant, like the player base?
Well, they don't really have ping. They have like they just type in chat or say in the voice chat. Yeah. Which is worse because people, well, it doesn't happen often, but sometimes you would get people saying slurs to you because you were playing really bad.
Wow. So I guess it is a similar climate.
Yeah, it doesn't sound.
But Roy, you also mentioned me before the podcast. Like you said, Valorant was almost like a dating app for e-girls and like simps.
Well, that is true, but in ranked mode, everyone's trying hard to gain that elo, so not in ranked, but in like some casual mode, like unranked, Spike Rush or Swift Play, people just talking like team voice chat, like flirting. I don't know why you can talk that in party chat, but yeah. Okay, so one of my personal experience, you guys know Elena, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's a
Elena
friend of
Ayers.
ours,
Yeah. So one day I was playing in like random, and I saw a lot. Like I made friends with people on my team. I added them. They were British, and so me and them invited Elena to play Valorant together. And then guess what? Elena have a boyfriend now.
And wonder who the boyfriends are, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
The boyfriend is, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Not insinuating anything. Yeah.
Multiple?
Nah. So, Roy, do you like e-girls?
No, because I don't get to see their face.
Oh.
So like, looks matter to you, right?
I suppose so then.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mr. McKean is intrigued by this, right?
I don't know. There's so many layers to this that it seems so complex that even, because you've got the level of I love video games, and that's probably part of the reason why I'm here, right? But I think, you've got this level of toxicity. People are using it as a dating app as if it was like Tinder or whatever, right? So sell it to me. Imagine you want to get more people to play the game. At the moment, with all this complex language and everything, and you need to do all of these things to get, I don't know, to bronze, diamond, or whatever level. I know I've said something ridiculous there to you guys. Be like, no, but convince me, right? Why should somebody new start playing this?
Well, sir, think about it. From the dating app perspective,
Yeah.
if you were an e-girl, right, and you're looking for someone, right, and you hop onto this like really, really complicated, seemingly complicated games, like League, for example, or Valorant, and you ask somebody on Discord, you say, I'm a damsel in distress, I need a white knight to show me how this game works, right? And this is what the appeal is for those like the nerdy nerds who right? They want to explain their knowledge. They want to show everyone what they like. So that's the...
But then what if this e-girl is, in fact, a 50-year-old who's been in his bedroom for the last, I
was going to say, there's a film, right? Ready Player One?
Yes.
Right?
Right, yeah. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I get that it's a great way for connecting them. But at the moment, I'm worried that it's too much of a rabbit hole, you know?
Well, sir, to be honest, if that is the case, then it's a GG go next. Youwen described it was too extreme. Valorant and League, you can just have fun with your friends instead of like meeting random people on the internet.
Right, so guys, let's bring this down because you're obviously describing really extreme cases. You're talking about pro players that make a living out of this. They actually live together in communes playing this game all the time. How about you guys? How long do you guys play every day? What's your dedication to this game?
Well, I no longer play Valorant that much. I actually stopped playing it for like
mental health reasons.
Yes, I stopped playing it for like 1 month because my A-level was approaching and I had to prepare for my exams.
Proud of you.
Yes.
I'm proud of you for taking that decision.
So do games help? Oh, sorry, Sofia. Were you going to share your total playtime in League?
I mean, let's not look at total, but recently I haven't been playing very much.
Oh boy.
Because I have no Wi-Fi at home.
You have no Wi-Fi?
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So do you play like the dinosaur jumping game on Chrome?
No, I play Call of Duty World War II.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's more like my kind of thing.
Yeah, that's okay.
So do playing like these types of like really, really serious games help you like unwind and relax in your free time, or do you just tilt and rage?
Well, I can't really say because like depending on what game I play. If I play Valorant, if I go on my Smurf account to play with my friend, obviously it's relaxing. If I solo queue, it's competitive. If I play single player game, it's relaxing. It all depends on case and case, of course.
For you, similar, I suppose, right? Like if you play unrated and stuff.
Yeah, like if I play on PC, then I know I'm gonna it'll either be like an absolute stomp and I'll be feeling great about myself because I'm just like the best player in the world, or I'll be like destroyed and it would make me feel even worse. So that's why sometimes I'll just play mobile because the games are quicker and also it's less toxic because no one's going to be typing on their phone while you're in game. It's just more difficult. So then that's why it's less toxic and it's like easier to be good.
That's true. Yeah, makes sense.
Actually, I want to mention that sometimes remember the keyword. Sometimes I go on YouTube and watch those like coaching videos of how to play Valorant. So it's actually quite competitive.
If you're willing to get coached on something that's supposed to be quite casual, right? Quite serious.
So people record their gameplay and bring it to like the coach, and the coach will review the VOD for them.
Like the video?
Yeah.
The video.
I mean, I know in Korea they take esports very seriously, and there was this one player who's 17 right now, and he plays for one of the best teams in Korea, and he had a coach for League actually live with them for a month to like train him.
Well,
I tell you what, this is our last week podcast was about mobile phones in school. I mean, that is such a little tiny weedy to compare to this. I mean, this is huge. This is I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was big, you know, but I had no idea to what extremes, especially in Korea. My God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was gonna tell you guys my playtime on Valorant.
You really want to share that?
Go for it, Roy.
Okay, so I've been playing Valorant for about 2 years and a half. Well, 2 years, I think. What did you say?
What?
At my total playtime, I think if I add my main account with all the accounts, I think it's about 1,500 hours.
Okay, that's respectable.
Wow, breaking news here, guys.
Roy, you're not even close to your 10,000 hours, so you're basically an amateur, right? A very, very... Right?
I still yet to.
Don't they say you got to be an expert in something, you got to have the 10,000 hours?
Yeah.
Right.
So what games do you play? Do you play these type of games?
No, I don't play these ones. I need to have ones that I can tap out of because if not, I will, lose the rest of my day and myself. I started off as a kid, obviously with a PlayStation 1 and a Sega as well, and then just kind of have gone up. I went through all the Crash Bandicoot, the Raymans, the Pokemon, the Digimon, that kind of phase. Been playing Immortals, Phoenix right now, a bit of Uncharted, just to kind of, again, it's that idea of disconnecting. And plus, when you spend your day with 15, 16-year-olds, you need something to find to unwind. Sometimes it's the gym, but sometimes that just doesn't do it. So you need to play a video game and you need to go and, find some other way to get rid of that steam. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think video games were a big part of your teenager life?
They were definitely. For someone that, as a teenager, I was definitely quite shy and quite introverted, and it was a way, and I see now how it can help those people that are much more introverted. Like my brother, for example, is quite similar, and he, this has opened up a whole new world for him. So I think that for me, it definitely did, and I've just seen that evolve. It's kind of provides that extra, escape, definitely, and particularly in my A levels. Just to kind of get away from all the work, it was kind of nice to just pick up a PlayStation remote and just lose myself for a couple of hours. Definitely.
So I guess it does benefit, the way young people socialize.
I think so, definitely. You can't ignore it. It's one of those things you shouldn't ignore either, right? I think, obviously, from what you guys have been saying, there needs to be more control. There needs to be regulators and people looking after, what is said, what people do online, because it can be a scary space. But then also, you can't deny that it's a place for socializing, for, learning as well. I have a friend here in Spain that he learned all of his English through online gaming.
Wow.
Because the language of the online gaming community is English, right?
Yeah.
So it's, that's brilliant. It's an actual way, instead of learning through grammar exercises and going over the verb to be a million times, it's better when you're kind of put on, with pressure, and you're thinking, right, okay, I need to listen to what they're all saying. So yeah, I think it definitely you can't ignore the benefits. It'd be silly to.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Ever since I was playing Valorant, my Spanish has been improving a lot. I'm always actively trying to listen to what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So I get involved into their strategy and help us win the game. Also, I agree that you as a person online and in real life can be a little bit of different. Maybe I'm influenced by those. Valorant players, you would say, that they would start doing sound on the mic,
right?
No, we don't need a demonstration. Yeah.
You don't. Okay, good. I will do the demonstration.
Okay.
I would do that on the mic. But
come on, Roy.
Give us a good one.
No.
Demonstrate. Come on, man.
I would do that on the mic, or not this mic, yeah. But in real life, I wouldn't do it in public space, right?
But you would absolutely do it in ranked.
Yes, I would do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, for me too, I think, although we talk about how toxic everyone is and how e-daters and stuff, but there's also good people there who actually are nice to you and also are playing to improve or just playing to have fun. And even though I might talk about how, I hate this game and I'm horrible and stuff, but I actually do love the game. I love playing it, and I love the whole universe, the stories of the lore, because I have there's 2 books that I know of, and I have both of them, and I've read them and I love them, and I watch the esports. I just love the whole world around it.
Yeah, I think that's the nice part about video games, because eventually it can the audience can broaden, because with these types of media that are more accessible, with the show Arcane, sir, it's on Netflix.
I do.
Yeah,
and a lot
best show of all time.
Yeah, a lot of non-league players have watched it and they really enjoy the story.
Yeah, that's how I started playing League. I watched Arcane, and then my friend was like, do you want to try this out as a joke? And I was like, no, but then I was like, okay, fine. And then my friend doesn't even play anymore, and I play every day when I can.
So it provides that opportunity for people that maybe haven't yet found, or maybe just need that escape, or need something to kind of, it shouldn't be kind of dismissed as something, it's video games, it's not practical, you're not doing a traditional sport per se, you're still socializing, you're still kind of getting something positive from it, as with anything, in moderation, right? But I don't know, I think it's great. I think, and it definitely, particularly for students that as well enjoy, they much prefer, being on their own. It kind of gives them a chance to, again, talk to people. And I think that's just as important. For sure.
Well, that was a very positive note to end on. I think we've discussed all that there is to discuss.
Yeah, I think so.
Albert, is there any final remark you would like to make?
Nothing at all. I'm pretty lost, to be honest.
We hope we haven't lost 90% of our listeners.
There were no video games when I grew up, so...
But what, not even Pong? Come on, surely.
Like Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pac-Man's just starting.
But how
Back in
about
the
now?
time.
Do you play video games now?
I play Ghost Recon. Is the only one I like.
Okay.
I like it, but I'm not... I don't play too much.
You've lost me there.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a shooter.
Right.
War shooter, yeah. But that's the only one I play. I do other things. I study and I play guitar. That's what I do.
How about you, Erika? Do you play any video games?
No.
No video games. Heyday?
Huh?
Heyday Minecraft?
No.
No, I don't.
And what do you think of all this, Erika?
Okay.
So if you don't play, what's your take on all this?
Well, I don't play any video games, but my brother does and my dad does. So I always see them playing, and that's how I grew up. Like, I've been like kind of involved. I know like some of the games, but I also know that it takes up a lot of time and also money because.
Definitely.
It does cost a lot of things, and like just small things like if you buy skins or whatever, that's stupid. But
No
people do that. People can do that. But I also think, I mean, for example, Youwen, he is head boy and he has incredible grades and he does really well and he's very responsible. So I think even though he takes a long time to like, he spends a lot of time playing and watching and all that, you know. I think he does well to balance out his like life and playing video games.
Give it up for you and guys.
Thank you very much.
Boy.
Come on, guys, you're making it even better.
Come on, we know you like it.
Yeah.
You guys agree.
Okay, let's end the podcast before I get super red. Well, we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Wow.
All right, guys. So that was it.
Well done, guys.
That was better than expected, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. No, I'm glad.
Second episode over.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, Sofia.
Windows.
I'm still recording. This is still going online.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, this is the blueprint.
We haven't said goodbye yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So anyway, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for coming. Thanks to Sofia for joining us for the first time. Thanks to Roy for joining us for the first time. It won't be the last, we hope. Next podcast coming up in 2 weeks. And do we know what it's about yet, Youwen?
It is yet to be decided.
Do we have any?
I do, yeah. I've suggested that we talk about what makes a good student, but then controversially ask the students what makes a good teacher.
Oh,
I sense an
Yes.
interesting debate.
I think so. I think we need something a bit, juicy to get.
are we inviting Miss Mansell over for that one?
We should do.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I think we should. All right, it's an invitation. Whenever we do it, because it's not confirmed yet. No.
Poggers.
What was that? What was that? Pokers. Roy, what was that?
It's
Explain.
an internet reference search.
Explain.
Yeah.
Can you explain?
I don't think I can explain it. It's just that someone in Twitch did like this face and it got really famous. I don't know why. It's like
Right. Okay. that just shows how old I am. All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, everyone, for the 3 of you that listened to this. Thanks for listening. I'm sure it was worth it. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
See you
bye
later.
bye.